Yes, people. Yes. Welcome to the Unspoken Gems podcast for your mum, for your dad, for your sister, for your brother, for your cousin. We do not discriminate. And myself, my name is Kio Apaloo, and to my right, I've got my co-host.
Cheese, myself, Drizz.
And today, we've got another special guest in the building. How are you doing, sir?
What's good, man?
So, introduce yourself. Let us know a little bit about yourself, sir.
My name's Ginga Jay. I go by Ginga Jay. That's my handle. I'm here, man. I'm here. I'm happy to be here. I'm blessed to be here. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Welcome, man.
So we appreciate you coming through, bro. Welcome. But yeah, let the people know a little bit about yourself, and so we can get a bit backstory and backdrop of your life and your experiences, and so people can know about yourself.
No problem, man. Right now, I'll start now and then go back. Right now, I'm in the midst of kicking off my comedy career.
Yep.
Stand-up comedy.
Okay.
Entertainment, hosting, all of anything entertainment, I'm in. So I'm in the midst of doing that. Music, everything. Poetry, spoken word, motivational speaking, mentoring, all of that. I'm just in the process of separating and working on, setting the foundations for everything, so I'm solid for the future.
So what got you into the stand-up kind of comedy and comical kind of world? Like, 'cause that's a different world for a lot of UK artists and UK people to get into, because when you hear comedy, you look at America.
Yeah.
And there's very few people in the UK that do comedy. So what kind of got you into that?
Just, I've loved it. From young. It was, if there was any films I was watching in the house, it was comedy films. Always American comedy films. Eddie Murphy, Raw stand-up, Richard Pryor stand-up. From young, and then I've always been told I was the funniest guy. You know what I'm saying? You're the funniest guy.
Would you like a class clown?
Yeah,
Was you the Joker?
But them guys were the best. Come on.
I was the class of clowns. Literally. And it was just always that, and then everybody was always like, because I used to imitate the American comedians, like Bernie Mac and Chris Rock, all the Def Comedy Jams. I used to just for jokes. Just for no reason, be saying dumb did I? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I would incorporate that with my British heritage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just always told, man, you should have your own show. You should be in Def Comedy Jam, because England never had, and that was all those years ago.
Yes, they never had that. Yeah,
from young. So yeah, man, but my life took a turn, and I ended up in prison for a total of 11 and a half years.
Wow. Jeez.
Wow.
So as I was young and vibrant and energetic and charismatic and confident in everything I did, the road had me. The road really had a grip on me. As much as I loved comedy, the road had a strong, full Nelson bison grip. And I ended up in prison for 11 and a half years, man. Until
So other than time, because 11 and a half years is a long time, bro. Other than time, being inside for that long, what did you lose out on, and what did you kind of, like, coming out, is there anything you realised that you took for granted when you was in there?
Life as a whole.
In general, yep.
There wasn't one specific thing that, when you end up in jail, you don't think, oh, I took that for granted, but that was okay. Oh, I took that for granted. Life as a whole. Because life, as you know, it stops.
You can't get that time back.
Can't get it back. Time, one thing you learn in jail, one thing I learned in prison, time don't exist. Right? Everybody's time. Got to be on time. Got to make sure time don't exist. And I say that because I went away for 11 and a half years. I went away for more than a decade. I've come out. Everything's changed, but nothing's changed.
Yeah. It's mad, because a lot of guys I spoke to being in jail, they're like, oh, like, I remember when I was in jail, there was 33 10s.
Yeah.
Now I'm out, there's Apple iPhones and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's little things that are changed.
It's little things. The things that matter, it doesn't have, time hasn't evolved it, time hasn't made it better or worse, it's just stayed the exact same. And when I say that, I mean life. Right?
Yeah.
So going home, if you're living with your parents, going home, being with your parents and being in that household, and what it's like just to be in that household. I went away for 11 years. I come back. I went back to my mum's house. I don't live with my mum. I live with my mum since she kicked me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, since mum kicked me out and I was living in a trap house with them cockroaches. You know what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, the cockroaches on the wall just waking me up in the morning and shit.
That's your alarm clock.
Just alarm clock. Listen, they were my homies, bro. Listen, cockroaches just I Jin. The phone's ringing, bro. I go lick the shot, man. You know? So boom, like yeah. In terms of, I went back to my mum's house. Nothing's changed.
That's what I'm gonna say. Family is still there.
But my friend's house, nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Yeah,
apart from moving house, but the inside of it, the spirit, the feng shui,
it's all the same.
Yeah, everything's the same. Everybody's grown up. Everybody's matured. Everybody's gained wisdom. Everybody's lost stuff and whatever, but they're still the exact same.
But does that not make you feel a bit better as well? The fact is, you can still get that embrace when you come out.
Yes.
Because sometimes you come out and you can feel a little bit isolated.
Yeah.
Because everything is different. But now you've met people and it's like, well, I can still remember the same guy from 11 years ago and it makes me feel more comfortable.
Yes. That's the gem.
Yeah.
In what you just said there. Because the fear of getting released after so many years.
That must be daunting. Yeah.
Right before, I didn't feel nothing. Everyone's like, "How do you feel, man? How do you feel?" I'm good, man.
I'm good, yeah. Just before you walk in out that door, yeah.
Listen, you see the night before, rude boys and rude girls.
Yeah.
Listen, you see the night before. I slept because I popped a sleeper. I had to.
Yeah.
Like there was no.
Just to get that
the
sleep.
energy was off the Richter scale.
Yeah.
And the fear of not being accepted by everybody that I've been on the blue phone to for the past how many years. Everybody that's been coming to visit me. Or everybody that says they're going to be there for me when I get out. The fear is, I'm now going to be in their space. Are they going to accept me?
Yeah.
For who I am now? Do you know what I'm saying?
Or what happens if not?
If they don't accept, how that's going to make you feel. Right. Is that going to affect your mental health?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So,
and that there is the gem in the fear was for no reason because everybody accepted me, yes, but it was because they didn't change.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I didn't. My soul hasn't changed. My spirit hasn't changed. We're the same people. So even though we've grown up in different different perspectives on certain things, we're still the same people towards each other. We're still the same. Do you know what I'm saying? The world is still the same, but it's changed.
Wow. So in relation to that as well, because 11 years is a long time, like I said, do you feel you was institutionalized? Because that fear of coming out, it can make you feel quite institutionalized.
Yeah.
And what kind of things did you do, like even now, to kind of get out of that?
I'll be honest with you, there's no getting out of it.
Wow.
There's no getting out of it. There's no getting out of it. My institutionalization, there's no getting out of it. And people will look at me and say, "What? You're not even going to try it? You're not even going to fight it? You're not going to try certain things?" No. No. Why would I try? Why would I try fix something that isn't broken? There was a reason I went to prison for so long, right? There was a reason that the things I learned in prison, it took me so long to learn. Institutionalization was a part of my learning and my growth. If I get rid of one of the core things that have helped me get through that hard time,
you're getting rid of a piece of your story.
I'm getting rid of a piece of my story. I'm getting rid of a piece of my core. I'm getting rid of a piece of my strength. My institutionalization doesn't work against me no more. I don't let it affect me. I know what I'm going through. I can recognize it. I can feel it, right? So I spin it and I just let it sit.
It's true, because you have to remember, for example, you look at somebody, I want to become a footballer now. I'm going to put 11 years, we just use 11 years. I'm going to put 11 years of my time practicing to become a footballer. That's now become part of my core.
Yeah.
In your sense, you've been in jail for 11 years. You've learned so much in them 11 years. For you to throw away that, you're learning, the things you've learned, you're going to throw away, which you can't do. So like you said, you got to flip it and use it to your advantage.
Exactly that. And people that come out of prison, anybody that watches this, that has been in my position, isn't necessarily because the amount of time doesn't matter. Prison is prison. An hour in prison is too long. A minute in prison, from the time you walk in through them gates, is too long. But anybody that's been in my position and comes out and thinks to themselves and listens to everybody get out of that train of thought, yeah, get out of the train of thought in terms of the routine you had in prison, but don't ever forget what prison's given you or what prison's taught you, because out here, you win every time. Because prison, I'm telling you lot right now, yeah, it's hard, it's recession, the finances and responsibilities, bills, whatever, rare. Living out here is piss compared to living in prison.
So do you,
boy,
because I know a lot of people complain about, cost of living's gone up. Am I going to get my extra £66 on my energy bill and stuff like that? But them stresses you don't have in prison. I guarantee these stresses, like you said, is minimal to what you deal with in prison.
Listen, watch this.
What wing was? Where was you? Like, what cat was you? What jails did you go to?
I was every category of prisoner.
Wow.
I started double A cat. Before I say that, though, I want to say this. Listen, because I keep it 100. I got £4.66 in my bank account right now, and I've had £4.66 in my bank account for the past 4 days.
Come on.
Yeah? My brethren sitting over there right now, my brother.
Hey, come in, brother. Come in.
Yeah?
Come and show. Come on. When you big up your boy like that, your boy has been showing the camera. Come on, bruv. Come on. You get me?
Now, my people have been holding me up.
Yeah.
My brother Ty, I met him in prison.
Yeah.
In only 3 years ago. Yeah? He come round mine last night, chilled, whatever, with his little man. He said, yo, brother. I said, you coming tomorrow? He said, yeah, I'm coming to support. He said, what are you doing? He said, what? I said, but I got to save what I got to save to get trained and whatever. He said, do you need anything in your yard? I said, no, I got my food in my cupboard. I'm good. I can eat. I'm happy. I don't need to go. He pulled out his wallet and gave me a £10 note on my bed.
Yeah, respect to that, brother. You know what, as well?
And
friends
said,
like that don't come
just so you can get
bro.
to where you need to get to. So I could come here today, so I could pull it on my card and he made sure that I could get here today.
Yeah, see, that's respect, bro. And I think this is what people take for granted. When you got brethren like that, you don't let them go.
No, come on, listen.
Come on, bro. You don't let them go.
And I say this because I do TikTok lives, right? Because somehow I went viral on TikTok. Don't ask me, Ginger Jesus wants what Ginger Jesus wants, innit? Don't complain, innit? I'm just saying, so I do lives. And with the lives, I tell people, I give them me. Do you know what I'm saying? I just give them vibes. I give them me. And it's gaining traction. It's gaining love. But at the same time, I explain to them prison, like I said, he's part of my institutionalization.
But he's still sitting with you today.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you see, so
do you get what I'm trying to say, bro? Yeah.
We can sit here and talk about it.
Yeah.
I can show you.
Yeah.
I'm not getting rid of my guy. This is my brother. He was part of me. He was with me when I went through one of the hardest times of my prison sentence. I lie?
And it's mad because only you two can know what really happened.
Oh, right. And anybody that watched my live, I said this last night. Only us two will ever have that connection, what we had for that time we spent.
Theoretically, is a bond that only you two will have.
Ever.
Because you can say to us, I don't know what you two went through, but you two know.
Yeah.
And that's why you can show each other that respect and love, and it's no problem. You can hail each other up because you know what you went through.
Every time.
You know what I mean, bro?
Every time. And I count my blessings every day.
Oh, come on, man.
Every day.
Things like this, when I see things like this, bro, I respect it because at the end of the day, there's many man them out there that they'll get a bit of paper and do things and whatnot and just leave their brothers like that. But you see, when your brother's going through things, you got to check for your brother because that little thing you done for that. You see what you done for my man there? He'll never forget that for the rest of his life.
Never. And he knows it.
It wasn't even about where I'm here. It was like, he said he had no Rizla. Like, bro, we're not in jail no more.
Yeah. It's mad.
What
you say that true.
Small scar. I smoke small.
Yeah.
I'm a man that stays in my lane. So if you're already building these zoots,
I'm doing my thing.
That's cool, man.
Now we're on the same high as you, man.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say. So obviously, I've just left in my small ones.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look, is there anything you need? You might want a fucking, I don't know. You might want a little JD. Just to sit there.
Yes, it is.
So when you're doing your live, you can just have a little JD.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It wasn't about coming here. It was just about, do you need anything? Whatever you want it for, it's here. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, man. That's
you come out, I patterned him a PS4.
Yeah,
that
man.
I don't use anymore. Say, hey, hold that. No, even though it's on your PS4, I know we're in a PS5 era or whatever.
Listen.
Still,
No.
man.
Come on. Because in Joe, how much is that?
How much is it? A PS4?
How much is that, man?
I got a
£5 for a DVD.
listen. A PS4 in jail. Rude boy, do you know what kind of alleyways we gotta go to get a PS4?
Mad.
I'm selling a PS4 for $3.5 grand in jail. Easy.
Mad.
£5 for a DVD.
He played with a
DVD player.
normal.
One you get in August for like a score.
No, it's
Like-
like $2 in there.
Okay, yeah, that's
But when
mad.
It's got 500 megabytes of
Memory.
Oh, yeah.
Freeview box, all of that.
Mad.
Yeah, man. It's the price is normal. I'm spending five bills on a stereo.
Mad.
On a stereo. Just because my speaker pop.
So in Joe, then, really and truly, if you're not got people giving you money and topping up your canteen and stuff, like how are you making peace to survive in there?
You listen. Unless you got hustlers, unless you got hustlers ambition, unless you got hustlers ambition within yourself, you're gonna struggle in prison because the wages, because you can work a job in prison, but the wages won't cover what you need. If you smoke, you've got to buy your vapes. Even if you don't smoke, you got to put credit on the phone to call your people outside. Even if you don't have people to call, watch this. The food is so expensive. You won't have enough to pay just to if you go gym, smoke. Family.
So they charge you for gym as well?
No, they don't charge you. Okay. But so like, you know, if people buy their protein.
Oh yeah, protein and food and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's like the prices are the same in there. So we're only allowed to spend, it depends on your level, your status as a prisoner. Enhanced, basic, standard. Enhanced, you're allowed £30, £35 of your own money to spend a week. On top of your wages, so you can have up to 55, 60 pounds. Depending on what job you can have enough money. You're living off that. You're nice. You're good. You can get everything off that. You're good to go. You can even save a piece every week, but it's not everybody that's doing that. And not everybody's got enhanced. More time you're standard. Standard, you get £20 a week.
Oh boy,
it's dead.
£20 a week is like.
And then your job is a cleaner's job where you're £9.95. So you're on £29 a week. Off that, you got to get credit to last you 7 days.
With the credit thing, so who's your best tariff when you in jail? Because I know you need to know it.
Listen, I said this before. I got listen. Yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, because I don't think they heard me. Yeah, gift gap. Big up you in it.
So that's the people like you see when I'm in the office, they're giving that like
that's
gift gap using Joe.
Listen, gift gap. The best time, obviously on the legal phones in prison. Like I say illegal because we've got to be PC, right? On a mash, on a machine. You got the gift gap and free, innit?
Boy,
gift gap and free, but free are teeth, blood. Listen, top couple times. No credit.
This is what you appreciate.
No data. Trust me. You see that there? Life.
That must be gold in jail, innit? You get me?
How much is it on a pay-as-you-go phone? And you get £20 and you get 3 calls a month, for example.
Yeah.
The £20 you're putting on this, to the £20 you're putting on that.
Yeah.
It's completely
different. Access.
See, really, truly, in Joe's like the real recession. That's the real energy goes on sky high.
This is what I was saying. This is what I'm saying. What the world think the world's going through right now in terms of cost of living. Yes, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard. I can see it now. I'm in it. Do you know what I'm saying? I can't deny it. But at the same time, give thanks. Everybody give blood clot thanks that you're living out here in this recession, because there isn't one person in this world that hasn't committed that hasn't picked up a grape and through Asda, and you know what I'm saying? That's thieving. That's a crime. Yeah, I don't want to hear. Yeah, that's shame. I'll shame all of you lot. Yeah, I don't want to hear it now. But you went to jail. You committed crime. You lot been committing crime with your nan. Yeah, walking through Tesco, Sainsbury's, Lidl's, other supermarkets are available.
Local fruit and that.
Yeah, you lot been thieving from day one.
You're right.
Yeah, that's crime. You've been littering, dashing shit out your car window. It's crime. Yeah, you know them ones. Like you've been slandering somebody's stuff. That's slandering. You just been watching. Do you know what I'm saying? All these little things are crimes. So if you put it into perspective, you go into jail. That shows you how you can live on minimal. When I mean minimal, I mean the most minimal and live happy.
But does that not, as men as well, question for both of you, has that not then made you realize that there's a lot of things in this life you don't need?
Oh, of course.
No, you don't need nothing.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of stuff. And has that not made you kind of become more, not self-aware, but kind of like understand yourself more in the sense that you realize that there's a lot of things people are getting. It's useless. Like, for example, you gave your PS4, you wasn't using it. He appreciated the PS4, you no longer needed it. But really and truly, it's like it's a piece of machine.
Yeah.
But there's people that are stabbing people for PS4s.
Yeah.
And doing this for PS4s. But you can easily give it to your boy and think, no, it's calm.
And
No
that's
issues.
That's the world, innit? That's what social media is doing right now. That's what technology is doing. It's all mad.
Blow up in a sense. Even I fell for it. I fell for it. And I had to say to myself, now, let me look deeper at bust down watches and you got plain Jane watches. I remember the days when people were plain Jane. That's done out here, bro. I want to bust down. But then people started to realize, even though back then you was telling man, listen, you put diamonds in that, it's gonna ruin it.
Yeah, it's not factory anymore. They
didn't care.
Yeah.
They didn't care about that until they started seeing this watch doubling in price. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I've watched social media go from people not caring about this, not this. Now they're robbing it. They're running in your house. Trying to rob it.
And he called me this morning. He was like, blood. Why? What's going on? Social media's moving mad. I've gone, what? He's gone, brother. Man are running in yards for watches. And I said to him,
and they're running in houses for watches that I wouldn't even
wear myself.
No, I wouldn't buy it.
Okay, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm that person inclined. I like expensive stuff. I've got a couple of watches, whatever. But those particular watches that I saw today that man are running in the house for,
you wouldn't buy.
I wouldn't buy it.
But that's what I was saying to him. I said, this is nothing new.
He
said he's never seen it. A lot of people have never seen it. A lot of people have never seen it. But think about it. Running in people's houses is nothing new. This has been happening before we was born. If what's in that house? Gold?
I'm going in the house.
What's in that house? Cash? Going in the house.
And it's crazy. That kind of robbery and thieving, it happens on all scales. You can be underclass, you can be middle class. It also happens on upper class. It just happens in different ways.
Yeah, literally in different ways.
Do you know what I mean? And we only incline and we know about the running the houses because we're seeing it in our front of faces.
Yeah.
But you're not telling me there's upper class people, they're doing some mad robbery that we will never know about.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean?
I know about because I know about because
embezzling
I
money
did
and
jail
stuff like
with
that.
them. I was in jail with them. Like, goes back to the question, my categories. So I did double A cat, B cat, C cat, D cat, back to C cat, almost back to a B cat because of bad behavior at the end. Yeah, because I was just getting tired, man.
Yeah, you just want to go.
Man. Listen, listen. Listen.
Let me say something. Out of all the cats, C cat is the worst.
Yeah, just what?
And you would never think that. C cat is just before D cat.
Okay.
C cat prison is the
just
worst.
drag or something?
It's the worst. They've got. There's nothing productive there for you. It's like you're just stuck. The jobs, you're just stuck. They don't want to help you. Everything's we're understaffed. We're over. They're only gonna help you if you're making noise. If you're making noise, they're only helping you.
So that's what you know. Let me just, if I want to get the attention I need and you to help me, I'm gonna make noise.
You need to make noise, or you need to be a respected prisoner. Fortunately, I was a respected prisoner because of the length of time I'd done. And just I knew everybody. Everybody knew who. Everyone. I respected everybody, and everybody respected me at the end of it. Do you know what I mean? So. But sea cats are horrible. I used to, what was I screaming? Send me back to a cat now. Every day I'll say it.
I'm there. This A cat.
A cat, yes, like that's
How does that make sense?
There's man in prison that don't even know what A cat is until they've heard me say it. I want to go back to an A cat. They're like, A cat? I'm like, dispersal. They're like, dispersal? I'm like, yeah, dispersal is a dispersal of 5-6 jails. The highest security jails in the land, yeah?
So that'll be like Belmarsh and stuff like
Belmarsh, Whitemore, Long Larton, Full Sutton, Frankland, and Monster Mansion.
So have you gone to them 8 class?
Yeah, so I went Belmarsh, Long Larton, and I was in a block in Whitemore.
So which one was like could the high secure prisons for you, which one was like, this is a problem? Like you didn't like it at all?
Belmarsh, because it's a job in the job.
Belmarsh was a problem, yeah, because that's where the hell started for me in terms of my prison warfare.
Oh, with other people and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it started with the system and then, branched onto that.
Yeah.
But Belmarsh, whoosh,
I hear a lot about Belmarsh, even down to the screws.
Listen,
I heard that they're like proper ex-marine people and
listen.
Yeah.
Belmarsh don't play no games.
Yeah.
You walk in Belmarsh, the officers tell you, "Welcome to Hellmarsh." It's etched into the wall.
Like
Hellmarsh, welcome to Hellmarsh. It's etched into the wall. It's a different. Belmarsh is different with it.
That's mad. Yeah.
Like they had, because of me and my code, because of my codees, I'm gonna say, because of us as a collective back then, they had us under some crazy parameters.
Yeah.
They created a special security parameter just for me and my codee. The first ever. It was called they locked us behind the door.
Bro, yeah.
They locked us behind the door. It will come to me. For 23 and a half hours. They shipped him out after 3 months. They kept me there for five and a half months, 6 months. But I didn't get fresh air. They didn't let me outside.
Sorry to interject. This is a question that people don't really want to ask. But what did that do to your mind?
Oh,
for 23? Because I can literally, I can't even sit in a car for an hour.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So being in like behind 4 walls for 23 and a half hours, how does that make you feel, bro?
If you asked me back then, I would have told you I'm fucking fuming.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off. I can't take it. I'm stressed.
Yeah.
You ask me now, I'm like, it's normal, man.
Do you think because you had been institutionalized by that point?
No, after that, after my Belmarsh stint, they sent me to Long Lartin.
Okay.
So that's the proper dispersal system.
Yeah.
That's lifers. It's all lifers. You go in, you don't come out.
Boy.
When you come out of there, that means you've done at least 15 years minimum.
Yes, you've done that. Yeah.
So when they sent me there, that's when I was like, cool. I'm in jail now.
You can settle. There's no way you're not going anywhere. I can settle for a little while. So
imagine that. I just come from Belmarsh, where they had man on the stupidest parameters. I was next to Abu Hook. He was out more than me. He was out more than me and my codee.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they sent me to a lifers prison. I got to a lifers prison. I've gone, that was my mindset. I wasn't in a lifer.
I think because you had that, I'm going to be here.
Yeah. I just gave up.
Yeah.
That was my mindset. There was no mental health. There was no mental thinking. There was no, I just had to go dark. And that was the advice that I got from an older Scouser guy. And he was the plug. You're talking about the higher echelon and whatever.
Yeah.
He was one of the main guys in whatever he was doing. And he was doing 20, 30 years with no evidence.
So when did you get sentenced the whole 11 years at one go? You done different stints?
So I got a 623.
Okay.
Come out for 7 months and then got 14 years. I was supposed to do 7.5 years out of the 14 years. They made me do 8 and a bit.
Oh, so when you come out, you got
8.5. Sorry.
You got put in again once you come out.
Yeah. So that 7 months I was out.
Do whatever you needed to do. Yeah.
I was running Rampage, man.
No, I heard that.
I honestly, I came out a kid. I was still a kid. I went in 19. I come out. I went to YO jail. Went Chelmsford YO jail, and then went High Point. It was just a youth club. Prison was fun back then. Prison was lit.
So the second time you went in, did you have the same mind frame like this is?
Yeah, I went back in. Yeah, I where's Ginge? No, I'm Ginge. Where's White Ginge? Yeah, he got the loud. Yeah. Oh shit, you taking steroids? Oh shit, don't hug me like that. Oh, you got good. Yeah, I'm back. Come to myself, man. Yeah, I bring that pack in it. I bring the noodles, but bring the noodles. I go get Jack, but he's got the basmati rice, fam. I'm chefing up. Like, I walked back in prison thinking I was gonna bust case. We was gonna bust case. We was so certified on that because
no evidence.
Because everything we did was clean. That's how we moved. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even though they got everybody knew we was gonna get picked up, right? So calm. We know we're gonna get picked up. Yo, most of us gave full statement. Where was you? I was at home.
Yeah.
What was you doing? Inside some gushy wooshy. Like full statement. I can show you full statement.
Yeah.
What was you doing in this area? Selling weed.
Yeah.
What? I was selling weed.
Yeah.
You're just gonna. I was selling weed.
Yeah.
But this area is where the grenade went off.
Yeah.
I don't know about the weed. I mean about the grenade.
Yeah.
But my weed goes off. So I don't know if someone smoked my shit.
Get mad. Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know about no grenade. So we gave full statements.
Yeah.
And I know people are going to say, well, he's making light of what happened. I would never make light of the situation. But people need to understand, it's not your situation. Do you understand?
Tell them. Yeah,
it's not your situation. Have your opinion all you want. Have your perception all you want. But just know, I've paid my dues. I've paid my penance. I've paid for everything that I've done. And if I haven't, I will pay for it. And I accept it. And I hold myself accountable for everything I've done. And everything I've been involved in. So if people are upset with the way how I now tell my story, be upset. Cry your tears. Get Justin Timberlake. I'll get him to cry you a river. It's cool. I'll come and do your backup dancing for your crying. Cool. Troll me if you want. It's up to you. Obviously, you've got nothing better to do, right? But don't talk shit about me just because you don't understand me. Fuck with me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Understand.
If you don't, if you don't agree with me, let me know. Oh, he's wrong. Oh, he shouldn't be making the grenade shootings. Listen, let me tell you one thing right now. I'm nobody's fool. I was, which is why I did so much. No longer. You can't tell me nothing about me. You can't tell me nothing how I should feel. So, like I was saying, the grenades, blood. I don't know what was going on, but I don't know what I was thinking, boy.
So, quick one as well. No, quick one, because we're looking at the two different stints you've done. Like, when you got sentenced, how did you feel at that moment of time? Because, no, for example, if I was in the dock and they told me, now you're getting, what's the second years? How many years you get the second time?
14.
They told you now you're getting 14 years. How are you feeling? I don't know how we feel. I'm not actually how, because you're the one who went through it, but how would you feel?
Yeah, how would you feel?
Imagine trying to stop.
Can I set the scene? Can I set it for you? Can I set it for you? Alright, cool. Right. You come up from the tunnel from the back of the courts, yeah? And you walk into the dock. The way they go into court. Oh shit. All right. Oh shit. Right, let me set the scene for you properly.
Yeah,
right.
Go on.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that.
My man, he's got the Drizz and he goes to Asher D, drops his you.
Yeah. And he's in the court. He's in the holding cell.
That's where we were.
So that's where we were. So let me set the scene for you before that. So Belmarsh, I was in, we call it the terrorist court because of grenades and whatever. We was classed as whatever. We got treated as such going through the process of trial. So in Belmarsh, it's all indoor movement. You can't walk outside until they open outside. Everything's indoors. They've got the thing called the Green Mile. Now, this corridor stretches. It's at least quarter mile long, but it's indoors. Easy. I'm not lying to you. I swear to Ginger, Jesus. Watch. You walk to the end of it, that's where the block is, the segregation unit. You go down underneath the block and you go underground and it links into Woolwich Crown Court.
Like a bunker.
It's a bunk. And it's vaulted. You see the 007 movies with the big bank vault doors and Fast and Furious. The Fast and Furious bank, those
the
doors.
spin things are there.
You got two of those that unlock the vault to the underground, and you got to go under there. Then you got gates and keys. Yeah,
sounds like a
and
film,
then you go
bro.
under that. Then they've got cells, concrete underground. Nothing's getting in or out.
Who's in them? Did they put you in them cells?
He put me in them cells. So this is set the scene. So they get me from my cell. They cuff me, walk me to reception. They cuff me again. Armed police in the prison. Follow me, walk me through the prison, go underground. They stand guard, put me underground in those cells, and you stand there. I'm in an E-list suit. That's a banana suit. So I'm an escape risk. I'm the high-risk prisoner. I'm the highest-risk prisoner in the prison.
And they got armed police. So
and they got armed police.
Have man with shorties and that come outside and escape you.
Boom. As soon as that door locks behind you and you're locked in that cell, the court locks down from outside from where the public comes in now. So they'll get a radio through, right, he's downstairs. Or they're downstairs. Boom, court lock off. No one's coming in or out. Lock off. Armed police out there. Cool. Because there's the terrorists getting tried as well at the same time. So the security is rampant. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Boom, then they walk you back up. Then they walk you up through the courts. You get changed into your suit. You sit in the court cells. Top boy, like he just said. Now you're at top boy. Walk up. There's 8 codees in the dock. You got 10 court officers. You're behind double bulletproof glass. You got armed officers outside the door. You can just get a glimpse of. You got your family at the top of the dock. You got the jury underneath there. Everybody's sitting up there. The judge is there. All the barristers are there. You got the police officers looking at you there, and they're smiling in your face because you're about to get sentenced.
Yeah.
And the judge tells you to, can you stand, please? I want to give you a recommendation of 20 years before parole.
Fuck off, man. Excuse my language, but boy.
Sorry for your language. Listen, the judge said, the judge said, Josiah Francois, stand. Listen,
20 years.
Listen.
Yeah, bruv.
Josiah,
full government.
Full government. Josiah Francois, please stand. You see, when I stood, listen.
Yeah.
My knees. When I mean my knees are doing that.
Yeah.
Because I've just heard my Cody.
Yeah. Oh, he's got charged before you.
My Cody, the snitch just got 13 years.
Oh, okay, so what you getting?
No.
The snitch just got 13 years. My Cody just got 18 consecutive on top of his 15, which means he has to serve his 15 before he starts his
the 18.
They've made me the second in command to the big boy. They've told me that I'm the bad boy, that I'm the hitman, that I'm the enforcer. He says something, but I make it happen. What the fuck? Josiah Francois, please stand. You are a manipulative criminal. Very, very dangerous to the public. For what you have been a part of, I want to give you a recommendation of 20 years before parole.
Oh, boy.
But the evidence does not support that.
Oh, but then you're still.
So I can only give you the max, which is 14 years. And you will not get none of your time back. This last year and a bit you've done on remand, you're not getting your time back. And you've got to finish the rest of your license to your last sentence before this sentence starts. Sit down, please.
Bro.
Listen, when I went to sit down, listen, I had to sit down like this.
Did you feel like he's gonna faint? Yeah, that's mad.
My knees stopped working. I've looked up.
Locked up, like.
I've looked up. My mummy's there.
That's what I say.
Mummy's gangster. Watch this. Mummy's like this.
Son, hold it, son. Yeah.
Check mummy. I'm looking at mummy, you know. I'm not crying. I'm not trying to. I'm trying. I can feel it.
No, but you can't.
But mummy's.
But it's mad because
and
that
mummy mouthed. Do you know what she mouthed? She said, "It's okay, son.
See.
You're okay."
You see,
she just went out, and my girl's next to her. My girl.
Hysterics, like, you know the ones.
You told me to have a white girlfriend at that time. You caught the listen, my ex was in there. She was crying before I even got told to stand up. She, soon as I thought in the people think black people make the most noise in court. Listen, that white girl, she was. What am I gonna do? My pussy's gonna dry up. I'm not telling my mum, get her, man. Like when I saw my mum calm me down, as soon as she said that, you know mummy's power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as mummy did that, I said, Mum, get her, man.
Yeah,
like,
take her, yeah.
Take her. Like, and then took me down, man, and that was it. That was the beginning. Shipped me to Long Lartin, big boy jail. The next week. And yeah, bro, hell.
But do you know what it is as well?
Crazy.
I think obviously everyone respects their mum, but you see when your mum's faced with trials and tribulations, things like that, you cannot take your mum for granted.
Brother.
I think I don't know people's relationship with their parents, but you see mum, obviously dad as well, don't get me wrong, but you see mum,
fuck that.
Different
but
thing,
listen, personally, fuck that.
You hear that, but you see mum,
mummy, listen.
You see what your mum done for you there? She stopped the shaking of your legs.
Listen, mummy saved me, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Mummy saved me. And
things like that. And I think when you come out, I can only guarantee the embrace with your mum, the first embrace must have been special.
I filmed it. There's a video on that on my
send
TikTok.
That to us. So we put it up on that so we can show it.
I'll send you footage, man. So I'm filming a lot of footage, and I want to do a documentary a year after my release. So, yeah, man. Mummy saved me, man. Enough times I had to call mummy after I've been rushed, or after I've just had to go stab a man, or try and get a man, or a man just try to get me
you,
in.
yeah.
And I'm not telling her, I'm just like, mummy, pray for me.
Yeah, please.
That's all I'll say. Or sometimes I'll just pick up the phone and mummy like, what's wrong? I'm like, can you do that thing for me, please? And mummy be like,
so start,
all right, cool, call me in the morning. And I'll call in the morning, she goes, you feel it? I say, yes, mummy. She goes, you feel better? I say, yes, mummy. I say, cool.
Right. And see, like, obviously, when you're in prison, people deal with it differently, and some people say, I don't want people to come and visit me. I just want to do my time and whatnot. Did you do that as well, brother?
He tried. He did that shit sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie. See, obviously, I'm in face with that myself, but I'm a man where I can't sometimes take things head on. In the sense that if I have my family coming, I think it will affect me more than not affect me. But for you, did you have your family come and see you and stuff like that?
I did, but I went through periods of stopping them. I went through, because sometimes most of the time I'm 3-4 hours away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So just traveling, they didn't care. They just want to be there for me. And this is another thing as well, like you just said, on your side of things. So I've become an advocate for women with partners in prison, because there's no male advocates that I can see that are speaking out for women solely and what they go through with partners and loved ones in prison. So I'm now putting myself in that position. I don't need no qualification for it. There's nobody better suited for it. So I put it out there to everybody now that is watching this. If you're a woman, a lady, a female, queen, a princess, reach out to me. Advice, anything, reach out to me. If you just need someone to speak to that's been there and that can give you a better understanding of what they're going through and how you can help them, shout me, man. I'm there for you all. So yeah, it's they go through crazy, and so I didn't want them up there like that. And especially times that I had bruises on my head, the back of my head just lump up.
This is
I give thanks. I ain't come out with a Mars.
Yeah. Because I heard it does get gritty up there sometimes.
Gritty, brother. I was in gang warfare by myself, and I got saved by certain people along my sentence that I never knew. He's one of them. Like literally, man. That I've met. Quick connection, seen man in a passer, and by myself jumped in. Boom, can't run. But I've always been active, right? So I'm always trying to get mine. But I'm sneaky with it. If you done me wrong, I don't necessarily have to get you with violence.
Yeah, I'll get you.
I'm horrible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then I'll come back 6 months later. Hey, you remember your stomach fuck up? You batty old fuck up. Yeah.
It was me, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of people that saved me. And those are the people I'm in contact with today. As soon as I got out of prison, yo. So
the people that saved you, would it have been much worse if they never jumped in?
I'll be dead.
See.
There's no much worse. I'd be dead.
Yeah.
And I say dead in two forms. I would have either got a life sentence in prison
for doing something,
or I'd be dead by getting killed in prison. Am I chatting shit, Ty?
And then positions you put yourself in, is that because people are just on you, or because, like you said, you're not going to have it, you're going to say something back?
It's not because, so, like I said, I hold myself accountable, right? The life I led before I went to prison, I was with some serious people. The team was a serious team. It was a family-based thing. It's a crime syndicate. It wasn't gang affiliated. It was higher echelon shit, but I was the youngest. So when I touch jail, I'm touching jail and I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
Because
you got weed, I'm buying all of it. I don't care if I owe you for a week, you're getting your money. You get more weed, I'm buying it. I'm buying it all, and people don't like that shit. Know what I'm saying? And I used to love smoking weed that much. Now I can manage my shit now. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But because I used to do that, and then boom, who's got that? Yeah, come, man, then come, we'll rob him. I wasn't the leader, but we're all there. Do you know what I'm saying? We're active. When I'm by myself now, the normal team around me in prison, I'm getting shit bouncing around and I'm bumping into people that know about, man.
Yeah, you've done things,
Ginge, come, pattern the gov. No, I ain't patterning shit. Ginge, get this on the rolls, get this drop. No, I ain't patterning shit. But Ginger's living. Come to Ginger's cell, Ginger's pattern.
Just not having that.
Ginger's cell stinks all the time. Ginger's cell stink all the time. He's got but he ain't patterning. Ginger's always the... That's problems. And then my code E's was always causing issues. And because they can't get to my code E because he's Muslim...
They get to you.
And I'm not Muslim, it just bounced on me. So that was my sentence, man. It was just a constant cycle, bro.
Right.
Constant. And like I said, I just give thanks. I ain't got to come out with a Mars bar on my face. I ain't got no stab marks on my body. I just got a heap of scars on the back of my head. It's like they all picked one spot and just aimed for the same spot on the back of my head. It don't make no sense.
It's like them football injuries. You know, man's injured knee, you're going to keep going for that knee. It's
Yeah,
like that, yeah.
bro.
They know
Specific
that's the spot to get you on,
It's
yeah.
like boxing, you know, you injure the cut, you keep going for the cut. It's like, but so I just give thanks. I'm grateful I'm here, man. Every time, man. Every time.
So when you was in jail as well, obviously saying that you could have been dead, it could have ended up worse, it could have been fatal. During your stint in there, did you see any fatal things happen to anybody you know?
Yeah, man. I see man get killed. I see man.
The world is shit in there, innit, man?
Yeah.
Because these are the things that people, especially when you're doing the mentor stuff, and this is why I've got younger brothers, I've got kids, I've got cousins, all males. And the reason why I say males because I think young males need to hear this.
Yeah.
And when they watch something like this, someone like you is a great mentor to speak to them, because when you're 13, 12, 14, you are lost.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not lost because you've got a good family background and that, but you're still lost because you're making that transition to become a teenager to then become a man. And that's the most difficult part for a young boy.
It's horrible.
Do you know what I mean?
It's horrible.
So when I'm saying to you now, at that age, what you went through, is mentorship something you're going to be taking more and more like into a bigger stage?
Mentorship is at the forefront.
Going into schools and things like that, yeah.
Anybody, I don't know, I've been looking into it. I've been trying to I need help getting into that, because this is how I look at it. It's down to me. I'm putting it all on my shoulders. I'm not putting it on a team of us. I'm not looking for a team of people to come and... I need to work with people that's going to work with me to send a message. And I don't want people to think, oh, that sounds a bit... Nobody can speak on what I can.
For you.
For me.
It has to come from you.
It has to come from me. There's been so many people in prison, lifers that have come out that are doing mentoring, doing great stuff. There's so many, forget 11 years, there's so many people, but nobody can tell my shit like me, right?
Or better than you.
Nobody can do it. Yeah. And the way how I want to mentor, it's never been done before. The way how I want to go into a school and give a motivational talk, it's never been done before. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I mean never, I'm not going to go and stand on the podium and sit there and expect 200 kids to look at me and think, oh my God, I'm going to change my life because he said so. Not shitting on nobody that's doing that, but it's not enough anymore.
It's not.
Because if it was, then we would have seen a percentage of change.
Yeah, for real.
And the percentage of change would be attributed to the fact of the speeches and the mentorships and the programs that are going on. Clearly, something's amiss, right?
You're right.
Now, like I said, I'll say it again, I'm not shitting on nobody's process or progress or work, because it is great and I want to be involved in any way, shape or form. I'm saying nobody's me. Nobody's willing to do what I'm willing to go into that school and do. Nobody's got the confidence. No one's got the goal. Nobody's ginger and black. And that's what I brought it down to. I can get away with this thing just because I look different. And I'm ready. I'm ready to take over the world. I'm ready to help these young kids, man. I'm ready to change the pavements that I paved.
And this is what is needed.
Yes.
And I say needed in capital letters for a reason. Because even I speak to like my brothers and things like that, mentorship goes a long, long way. And even parents sometimes take it for granted, in the sense that, do you think your child's always telling you everything?
No.
They're not.
You got to remember when you was a child. Since when did you tell your parents?
No, for sure. And again, we can then start talking about single parent homes as well. There's only so much a mum can take on.
Yeah. Especially with
a son. With boys. There's only so much a mum can take on. And there's things in my past I've done I haven't told my mum. And mum will never know up to this day.
Yeah.
But having a role model, or even just a mentor to speak to, is priceless.
Priceless.
Because it's a conversation. No one's being biased. It's not going anywhere. It's between you two, and you can feel comfortable in speaking to them.
Yeah.
I'll speak about something as well. For example, one thing about mentorship is what you have to understand is what society is getting wrong at the moment. If you're coming from an area which is poverty, example, East London, predominantly you've been around black people, you've got a social worker, whatnot. Do you want to talk to a white social worker?
No.
And that's not being...
No, it's not racist.
But you have
nothing.
to be able to adapt and speak to that person's culture and understand.
Yeah.
Because that child's not going to feel comfortable speaking to you otherwise.
No.
It's going to become like a teacher-child kind of thing. You're arguing. So you have to have mentors that can understand you.
Understand living experience.
Exactly.
You know, and you're completely right. And that is... Things just need to change.
From everywhere.
Like, everybody's energy needs to be on my level, and I don't care if you don't believe in my energy. Go on my TikTok, gingerjay.ent, or my Instagram. It's the same handle, Ginga Jay. Ginga Jay spelled Ginga, yeah, Jay. Yeah, my energy is live. Like, you know, Stormzy on the stage. That's my energy 24/7.
Yeah.
And that's just how I'm born and raised. And that's my energy to change the world. And I'm so sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Change, forget that. Forget the word change the world. I'm just here to create a new perspective. I'm here to change the narrative, not the world. You can't change the world. I'm here to just change the narrative and bring a bigger perspective on what is actually going on. I'm here to give the kids... I'm a qualified mentor, by the way. I got my qualifications in prison, level 1, 2, and 3. So I'm not just saying I want to be a mentor and work with children or whatever. I'm qualified and cleared, security cleared, whatever. I was putting on shows and through charity in prison in DCAT. I was putting on comedy stand-up shows for charities and things like that. So I've already been doing it before I got out.
So you had that plan in your head when you was there. Sometimes years in prison can go and you think, what have I done with myself? So you've had that in your head, I've got to do this so I'm set up when I come out.
Everything I've had planned and I've worked towards. So I don't need to go college or university when I get out of here. I'm just ready to work. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to grind. I'm ready to get it. I'm ready to bring everybody with me. Everybody that wants to come.
So the question I'm going to ask you now, do you think you rehabilitated yourself or do you think prison rehabilitated you?
What do you mean by rehabilitated?
In a sense that you had goals of what you wanted to do before you come out. So you wanted to do the mentorship. So that was you working towards your personal development.
Yeah.
Do you think you helped yourself to stay on a straight and path now, or do you think the experience of prison has done that for you?
A bit of both. I say it's got to be a mix and blend of both, because prison, I just got to be constantly aware that I'm in prison, and in order to get out, I need to behave. Me, especially for what I'm in for. And yes, so off the back of knowing that, what can I now do with my time? I can't fuck around anymore. I can't parcels and smoke and all that shit. Better myself. So a combination of two, of knowing I have to better myself because of where I am. Yeah. In terms of that, rehabilitated, but like, I don't like using the word rehabilitation. I don't think it exists.
A lot of people say that. The reason why I asked that question to you is because I want to see your answer.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I said, what do you mean by rehabilitation? Because there's, to me, no such thing in prison. I just believe in growth. It's just growth. You come into prison, you come into prison at a certain point in your life. It's up to you. Are you trying to grow from that point? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you trying to recognize what's going on? Are you trying to be accountable for yourself? Do you know what I mean? And that's got nothing to do with rehabilitation, because before you started committing crime and doing whatever the bullshit you was doing, you was that same person, right?
True. The same person today as well.
Do you know what I'm saying? Before I did what I did on those nights that I did it, I was at home. I was doing this. I was at home. As soon as I did what I did, went back home. Do you know what I mean? So there's nothing to rehabilitate. Are you going to grow?
Because even you said when you went to prison first, you was quite young, mature. So you've done the growth. And do you say to yourself, this is me now, I'm not going back?
Oh, I'm done. I'm retired. I've got my retirement. I'm getting my pension at the moment. Obviously, I'm still waiting on the first payment. That's got to get backdated. All jokes aside, I'm done. I'm done. I know everyone says that I'm never going back. I'm never going back to crime. I don't have to. I actually don't need to. It's not well, because if I want to, I don't need to. I've got no obligation to. I've got no craving. Like, I used to love it. Like
so when you say you used to love it, was you doing it for the money purpose? Was you doing it because you just like to be wicked and do your thing? What was the reason why you was doing that?
It was a mix of everything, really. I love the money side of it, obviously, because the money, I love looking clean. I love the clean look. Do you know what I'm saying? So all that fresh track back then, always 708s. It was always a Nike tracksuits and all that. So I love looking clean and cars and whatever else and girls. That was my thing, really. Do you know what I'm saying? Gallus, literally. So that life afforded me to be a Gallus. Not a player, a Gallus.
Gallus, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Cool with it, yeah.
Just easy with my something, but I'm always around gal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I need as much space as I can. I need as much time as I can because I'm trying to be around gal.
Yeah.
So that's what it was for me, and I used to get such an adrenaline rush from mashing work, like because I used to mash work excellent, as they would say, like excellent
finish,
perfect,
flawless,
perfect. Like I used to get a genuine rush, but when I saw everybody coming into prison, all the youngers, people going, I was in prison with, going home, come back to prison, I'm seeing them again, going home. Come back, man, are coming back to prison 3-4 times within the time that I've been in prison. Just one stint, and it's like,
what you doing?
Come on, man, we've got to stop this, man. It just got to a point in myself where it was just like, it's disgusting
to see it.
It's actually disgusting, and I used to be an advocate for this. Like, my man's got 3 kids now. He's got another one on the way, and he's sitting in my cell crying, saying, "Ginge, you didn't mean to do it." And like, this is disgusting. And then you got the other youths on the wing, just man can't touch my thing. What, my cunt spot? Allow it, man. Man, 3 bags a day, 5 bags a day, and you're just looking at man, and you're just like, brother, that's not you, man. It's not you. I don't care how bad you are. I don't care how many straps you think you fired, how many man you think you put down. You haven't put no one down. You haven't shanked. You haven't done no badness. And people think doing these acts make you bad. It's not. Anybody can do these acts of violence. It's how you carry yourself. That's what makes you a bad boy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's how you carry yourself. That's what makes you a gangster.
Just done it,
Anybody can do those things. It's how do you carry yourself as a man? Do you see what I'm saying? And people are scared to do that in prison. And it's disgusting. Do you know what I like to do in prison? Do you know what I like to do? Sorry, I liked to do in prison. I used to test guys, yeah? The ones that were, I used to go to him, say, "Why are you so loud, man? James, you're loud though." I said, "Yeah. But why are you so loud?" No. I was like, "Cool, watch this. What's your name?" What's your name? "You know my name, man." "No, what's your name?" "You know my name, man." "But what's your name?" And you know, man,
he's looking like,
you know, they're like,
"No,
Jin, stop fucking around." Like, brother, what's your name?
Normal
So,
name.
what's your name? What's your name? What name is on your birth certificate? What's your name? What you want governments for, man? You moving like fence, fam. And walk away. And I just stand there and look at them. You see them look back at man like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like,
let's look like what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, brother? But they come back to man and tell me their name. Like, why do you want to know my name though? Like, brother, that's who you are.
But then I'm showing you, there's always an act behind something. You know what I mean?
And
I'm gonna come back and say your name.
I'm only doing that because it got done to me.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Like, big OG come to me.
What's your name? Yeah.
He come like, boom, I done smashed out of you in the cell. Like, because he violated me. But he didn't. But he violated me. But he didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Fucked up the you in the cell. OG's come and just got me in the dirtiest headlock.
What are you doing?
Dragged me in his cell. What are you doing? What? No. He said, the youth didn't violate you, man. All right, cool, he took the piss, but it's not a violation. That could have got worked out. Cool, watch this now. Who are you? What do you mean, who am I? Who are you? OG, loud. Yeah. Allow me, man. Move on. Yeah. You just grab me. Said, what's your name? And no bother with no stupidness. Tell me your name. What name your mother give you? I tell him my name. See, when I looked that man in his eyes, he said, no bother, never forget that. Never forget who you is.
What's your name, yeah.
Your mother never raised you like that. So no bother go on with it.
Never mind in jail telling you like that, bro. It's mad.
Listen, that's and you can't escape it.
And it's true. It's just saying that, it's like you forget you're in jail. A man's talking to you like human to human, mankind to mankind.
Yeah. And that's another person that saved my life.
Yes, that's mad.
So it's not necessarily I got saved when I was getting attacked. You know what I'm saying? It's just wisdom. At certain points, let's so for instance, Redemption song was sung for me. Do you know what I'm saying? That was one point I was saved. I had to go back to my cell. I stayed to myself for like a day and a half.
Just thought process, yeah.
Just like, bro, he shook me. Like
a baby, like, but it's like it kind of woke you up.
Yeah, like, and I'm 5'7", 5'8", depending on the footwork.
Yeah,
that's 5'8". Yeah, and he shook me, bro. I looked at.
Yeah,
you know, like when you look, shook me, like he shook it. Yo, wake
shook
up.
It out of you, like stop your
stupidness. And then after that, I can say after that moment, I never personally created any drama with anybody after that, and I haven't since. Even if I have been slighted or whatever, I've always thought about that moment and how can I now deal with it differently. And if I can't, we'll just live and let live.
And just ignore it.
Just ignore it. It's going to be hard to get over it because I'm active. I'm the man, right? I'm that guy.
But it's not worth it.
I'm still alive. I'm living, I'm breathing, I'm smiling.
That's the main thing.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, I'm loved, and I'm going forth. And on top of it, guess what, guys? Guess what? For all you guys that want to commit crime and go to prison and not listen to your loved ones, guess what? 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 I'm getting pussy. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And guess what? Guess what? This is the gem. This is the gem. Guess what? You can't get that in jail. You can't. Oh no, you can.
What do you mean?
But watch this. Watch this. Watch this. No, wait. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Wait. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Yo.
It ain't the pussy you want. No, it's not.
Hey, what? So we're talking elite club. It happens.
Of course, it happens.
What? Something comes true for you, or
officers? You get officers.
Yeah.
You get because they're bringing in so many. Because they're bringing in so many young officers now, you're getting 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old girls that are coming in from college and university, and you're putting them in prison with rap stars. Not animals.
Oh, yeah, raps. Yeah.
Like, there's loads of men that are on YouTube and you remember social media. So, or they're affiliated to that team.
So the girls are
they're already in the elite. You see, you say, oh my God, that's in Or you get the guys that are just suave with their proper galleys. They're getting them. And it doesn't matter what the female officers look like or whatever. You can listen. I'm telling you right now, I almost fucked up. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, this thing looked like Predator versus Alien. Come back.
Desperate times comes to desperate measures,
it looked like Predator. Predator versus Alien had a youth. The youth went and had a fight with Superman. Jeez. Superman punched off his face. He went to Batman for help, but Robin wasn't happy. So then Robin punched off her face. Yeah, sent her back to Alien versus Predator, and they disowned her. That's how bad she looked. But I almost got in there.
But when you say Nelly fucked up, in your eyes, what did she look at that time? Because for you to Nelly fuck up,
what did she look like?
Something.
Oh, she looked like. Can you say what was it? Miss Banks? Listen.
Bro. Oh, God.
Miss Banks for step long down. Listen, I'm gonna say it again. Step long down. Listen, her thing was mad. No, her body was stupid. And I'm not. Let me just talk my truth. Shit. Her body was nuts. Yeah, face was done at it. You know, face was, butters. You remember the word butters?
That's awesome.
Oh my days, man.
Yeah, I remember there was.
No, she was onto me. Like, she was onto me. Anything I wanted. Oh, Jay, yeah, you can. Oh, Jay, any help? You want any doors unlocked? Miss, open that door. Boom. Miss, open that door. Boom. Miss, open it. Boom. Miss, can I go? Yeah, come. She'll sit down talking, whatever. Always stroking my arm, whatever. Cool. One day I gripped it up. You know, like I just woke up blusky. You know, the dirty blusky mode. For you young ones out there, blusky means horny, innit? Yeah. I woke up with that Joe Smith. Yeah. Woke up and she's opened my door and she's gone, morning, Jay. Oh, come on, get up. And she had just had her hair long and shit, man. And but the shirt was tucked in. So the curve was, and it was like the silhouette of the light coming in for the hallway. So I'm morning, man. You good, Jay? I'm standing there strong. Strong. You see her eyes, she just there. Let me come on, grab the arm. Yeah. Listen, you see when I grab the arm, yeah, she's held onto the door a little bit, you know, like, she's like, no, I can't. As soon as she said, no, I can't, it's like everything just came back to reality. The word no, shit, wait, jail, shit, no, go, shit. Go, miss, go. I almost fucked up, but her body, like I said, was Stefflon Don inside Miss Banks. If you could even imagine what that even looks like. Hold tight, Miss Banks and Stefflon Don, though. Yeah. I'm gonna be at the front row. Concert. Oh, listen. Miss Banks, I got you as well, you know. I'll be side row, front row. Don't piss me off. Listen, you stop popping it. I might pop it, Miss Banks. I know I've been in jail, but I'm partial. Shit.
But yeah, these are the things that people don't know. It happens. And this is why we wanted you on the Unspoken Gems podcast today, because people don't really want to talk about this.
No, it happens, man. My next door was banging the officer. Regular. Right. Regular. I used to.
So when the officers get caught, do they just get gone completely?
Yeah, they get gone. Some of them get sent to jail. Depends if depends how much evidence they can prove and how much involvement. Because some of them just have relationships that fully become boyfriend and girlfriend and shit. Yeah. And then when they leave jail, they fully make home happy families and that. So because you got to remember, prison officers spend more time with prisoners than they do their own family. Like facts. So they do that, but sometimes, majority of the time, you're bringing the pack, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're bringing the pack. Like, I'm not fucking you for no reason. You're bringing the things. Man need to live. Man need to make money. You can get rich in prison.
Yes,
you can get really rich in prison. Not well off. You can get rich in prison if you can do your thing properly. So it happens, man. It definitely happens. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't for me, man. I almost got fucked up, bro. I probably wouldn't have even been able to handle Miss Banks and Stefflon Don, bro.
Hey, if they're watching this, that is crazy.
Brother, I'm telling you right now, bro. And that was metal bed days, Ty. Remember metal bed days where the bed just dipped like hammock? Listen, bro.
No, I ain't seen a bed. I ain't seen it.
Yeah. Dip like hammock, bro. How does listen, when have you seen...
I'm trying to picture it, but I can't.
Listen, metal as hard
but
as...
it
dip like hammock, yeah? Bro. Like your body is...
So your body's like...
You're looking your toe in its eye. You're looking your big toe in its eye. That's how the bed dips.
What's that thing you use your foot, and when you sleep on the bed, you do foot one head that way, no way that
top
way.
And tail.
But you're doing it to yourself.
You're doing it to yourself. You're top and tailing yourself. That's how fucked up the bed is. Yes, I like that one. You're top and tailing yourself. Literally, you're talking to your big toe. Didn't even know your big toe can grow hair.
That's mad.
My hair got hair on my big toe.
So the beds are like, obviously, prison costs a lot of money, taxpayers' money and that, but they don't change the beds.
Rich? Oh my God. The fact you... Listen.
They don't even do nothing.
Listen. Everybody... This is a public ginger announcement. Yeah?
Bad, yeah.
I'm saying this to you now, and I'm saying this to you clear. You can't trust Liz Truss. Boris Johnson has gone. Hold tight, Rishi, blood clot, Sunni, Sunak. Yeah? Do it for the brown people. Keep doing your time, rude boy. Yeah? No money of yours is coming into the prison system. Yeah. I will say this again, clearly and loudly for you to hear me. Your taxpayers' money, ladies and gentlemen, it on paper is going into prison. No, it's not. It's being diverted somewhere in between. If I get shot, if I get killed, if you don't see me after this, you don't know why. It's not coming into prison. You can ask any prison officer that works into prison. Forget prisoners. Ask any prison officer if their prison has funding for toilet roll. For toilet roll. For bed sheets.
Nothing.
For plastic cutlery, because that's all we allowed in prison. Ask prison, anybody that knows prison officers, ask them if their prison has prison funding and then message me and tell me that I was right. Simple as that. Taxpayers' money is not going into prisons. Did you know the government gets paid for every prisoner that's in prison? Every single prisoner that goes into prison, the government gets paid a year, depending on the category of prisoner. So if you're a ACAT prisoner, the government gets over 75 grand a year for that prisoner.
Per fucking prisoner. That's crazy.
And it goes down. I think it goes down to, so DCAT prisoners now, I think it goes down to like 25 or 30 or something like that.
So just for holding that prisoner in that prison, they get
the government get dough. But holding. Why do you not think so many people go to prison so easily? Everybody thinks people come out of prison and want to go back to prison. Oh, he's back in prison. Oh, yeah, he's a fucking idiot. Oh, he's back in prison. Oh, he had the argument. No, we don't believe him. He's committing crime. Why do you think it's so easy to go back to prison, guys?
Money.
Why? Like, everybody thinks, no, it's money. They're getting rich. Very, very rich. Which is why I'm a mentor now. Which is why I do comedy. Which is why I do entertainment. And which is why I'm going to open programs that the government's going to fund. You're going to pay me back, bitch! My shit's going to be undeniable. Remember I said that I'm going to take off my hat without the haircut. Remember I said it. Ginger said it. Listen, you lot are going to pay me back. You lot earned meals off of my blood, sweat, and ginger tears, rude girls. You're going to pay me back, bro. You're going to fund my programs because I'm going to help the kids. I'm going to help their mothers. I'm going to help their fathers, their brothers, their uncles, their sons, and everybody else that wants some ginger help. I'm going to help them, and we're going to get the government to pay us to help us because it's blood clot time, rude boy. You see it?
Jay, we're going to leave you with this one more question, though,
Yep.
because I think it's a pivotal question that will allow people to condense everything, and especially the young youths to understand. So I'm going to ask you this question. Your first day in prison, when you sat on that bed, to your last day in prison, when you come out of the cells and out of that door, can you tell us both of them and how they both felt so people can get that kind of idea of what it was like? Like the first day when you sat on that bed and you looked at that window and it was bars.
Fucking hell, you just...
And then the last day when you walked out, the transition and how your mind was thinking them both two times. I'm talking not the sentencing, forget that. Yeah. The first day was you. There's nobody, there's no family, there's no noise. You just,
Your cell is empty on both days.
Yes.
Your cell is empty.
On both days, yeah.
Yeah. It's the emptiest space you've ever been in. And it's the emptiest, smallest space you've ever been in your
Quick
life.
one as well. The first day should be different to your last day. Because the first day you're fathoming everything, but the last day you have to fathom all the years you've done.
No, watch this. So my first day when I sat on the bed and looked out the window, I was in Chelmsford, F-Wing, Red Spur, cell 29, was it 29 on the twos, on the corner, on the left. And I closed the door echoed for ages. In my ears, it just echoed for ages. I looked out the window and it was the AstroTurf, the football AstroTurf. And the nighttime football team was coming out to play football. I was watching them play football for time and I was like, bro, I'm going to be here forever. That was my genuine thought. Like, I was like, I'm going to be here forever. I didn't cry, but I got lumpy throated. I just kept thinking about my mum. Nobody else but my mum. That was when I was 19. How I let her down. And that was my whole night. Like my first night, that was it. I was looking out that window when they finished playing football at 10 o'clock, blank staring at the TV, empty cell. I was just lonely as fuck. Like lonely. No one to talk to, no one to even think, nothing. And then my last day was...
Mix of emotions.
No, like I said, my last day was reflection. But I didn't reflect on all the years I've done. I reflected on who I've become. That was my last day in that empty cell. I reflected on who I've become. And I was just praying and praying and praying and praying and talking to God and talking to Ginger Jesus. That's literally what I was doing. Like literally it was my last day and then boom. It seemed like forever for them to come and tell me I was going. But it wasn't, it was rapid. When they come and told me I was going, I was still in my shorts, running up and down the landing, giving like everyone's like, how do I play the stereo? Come, boom, 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 come say bye, write details, and I left half an hour late. I left jail half an hour late. But I think I did that on purpose. That was home, innit? Jail, and I used to call jail home when people I'm walking on the yard. I said, outside. Like, where you go? I'm going yard, man. What do you mean you're going yard? I'm going back to the yard. Like, Jane, stop calling, man. This ain't your home. Like, brother, this is my home. Everything I own is in myself. So, everything I own.
That's your whole life in that one cell.
My whole life, for a third of my life, was in the cell. So those were my 2 days. So yeah, it was 2 days of loneliness.
Yes. Isolation.
Yeah. 2 days of real loneliness. That was a great question. I've never thought of them two separately like that.
You have to, because they're very similar.
But they're so
different at the same time.
So completely different.
But you're still experiencing the same thing. And the main thing you're both experiencing at the same time is isolation. Isolation. And that's why I'm good now. Because you know how to deal with isolation. You're comfortable to be by yourself.
I want to always, unless it's with my girl. Man, them can't. I always want to be by myself. Always, like yeah.
Oh God.
He just gave us all a we just all got a flashback to what we're going through now.
Trust me.
Literally, females don't understand that sometimes men just need space, time, and men need to be lonely. We need that, whether you've been jail or not. As growing up, I've noticed that even with my brethren that haven't been to prison, they just call me like, yo. Come, like I'll come up with you, like I've become their excuse to get away from, and their partners can't tell them anything because they know I've been jail and they know I'm not gonna have them around women. But quickly touch on that note, women, please, space. Space. Just watch your relationship. Oh yeah, I'm giving free ginger relationship advice as well. Watch this. Space. If your man asks you for space, if he just says to you, "You never give me space," you say, okay, take your space. Watch how great your relationship. Watch him come back to you. Watch him call you like, "Babe, what are you doing?" You're like, "Nothing."
And when you come back there,
like you know what he's gonna call you like. Did you cook? Yeah, I cooked. The kids sleeping. Yeah, the kids are sleeping. All right, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Cool. I guarantee you he's not leaving for a couple of days. Yeah. Guarantee you. And we'll just watch, and you just keep doing that to the point where you don't need to tell. He doesn't need to tell you. You just give him space without him asking for space. Yeah. Say, babe, I'm gonna go out with the girls for the weekend. I'm gonna stay at Tanya's, and then boom. If I need you, pick me up or I'll call you. But if you need me, call me, babe. Watch your man. He's gonna do this. His face is gonna do this. Tanya's, yeah? All right.
He's gonna.
All right, babe. I love you. Come. If you need anything, call me, yeah?
Then the door shuts.
Boom, you're gone.
I'm Monday! Tanya's room, boy! The whole weekend!
Watch when you come back on Sunday. Watch him. He's gonna be there. Rose petals.
House
you got
clean.
a bath run.
House is
clean. He's there with the.
He's even no one you got dust in your sweeping it. Like you don't get dust.
He's in the bath. He's there on the couch. Come back through the door. How was Tanya's, baby? Yeah.
Man.
Space, ladies.
Nah,
Space.
You're right. But Jay.
It's been beautiful,
It's been beautiful. Do you know what it is, yeah? Brother, respect to you as well, bro. Because end of the day,
Ty, my brother,
come and say as well. Because coming in as well, yeah, I think many podcasters I've seen, you haven't seen a bond and allowed people to have the same experience, but capture it in one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't really get to see that a lot. And that's priceless to see that. Because like I said, you've both been for the same thing, but you're both still sitting here today.
Yeah, my life's different to his. Like, I've done short stints.
Okay.
So my life is completely different. You know what I'm saying? I've done short stint. He done one long stint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. Like, same feelings, everything. Everything's exactly exactly the same. Mine's just
it's just broken down.
But like I said to you, gel is gel. Whether or not you spend a month in gel, you're gonna come and you're gonna be different. You're gonna be like, what? Milk? Yeah, I'm eating milk every day.
Every day.
Every day, bro. I'm having my cereal every day. Because there's certain days in them places that you don't.
Can't have certain things and that.
That
take for granted, innit? Like,
you sit down, you're like, wow, in here is basic. There's one wardrobe, there's one this, there's one that. And then the toilet's just right.
Yeah, right in there, yeah.
Toilet here, bed here, sink there. Do you know what I'm saying?
I suffered it.
And it's mad because you literally live with basic stuff, but you make it home.
You live.
It's
but
mad. You make it home.
You make it home. You live with the most basic stuff. You come out so healthy.
Come out healthy.
That's the crazy.
Happy.
Listen, I could be here all day, but that's one thing I want to say. Man, them come out healthy when they come out of jail. This is mad. I'm paying a big subscription for flipping gym. I'm not gonna lie, fam. Like,
trust me.
Man coming out bolo. I'm thinking, man's putting in work in my gym, fam. You know what I mean, fam? That's one thing I must say. Do
you know what's stunting you lot's growth?
Yeah.
I said it. I say it again. I say I come out. I've been to 2 gyms. I'm signing up to another gym, because I've moved area, yeah. People train out here.
Yeah.
People train. You train.
But not eating enough.
But you don't train. You train. You do. You're healthy. You're in shape. Your cardiovascular's going. Whatever. You
but
train.
You're not pushing the body to extreme.
You don't train. You're not trying. Like, I see what you're not doing. I don't understand. Like, people in jail come out healthy because we put the work in. It's just like if you're going to work and you're putting the work in to get that paycheck and get the bonus. That's what we do in the gym because that's all we got. You see, everybody out here does 5, 6 sets and then moves on to stuff. What? Brother, it's 10 sets minimum. 3 sets warm up. Do you know what I'm saying? It's 3, 4 sets warm up. You know them ones? And get to 10. Then you start thinking about moving on. And that 10 sets need to be done within 10, 12 minutes. What are you doing sitting down? What are you breathing for 2 minutes?
Looking at your phone.
Looking at your phone and you want to talk about, look at gal in spandex and rude boy. The girl's working hard. That's why she looks like that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Man get distracted over things, but you know that same girl is distracting you. She's worked 10 times harder.
10 times harder. 10 times. Like I hug my people, males and females. I hug my people. Every time I've hugged them since I come out, it's like you feel like a brick wall. You feel solid, and I'm not shredded. Like training, you got to train. Like I go gym though. I go gym 5 days a week. Why are you going gym 5 days a week? What are you doing that for? Your body can't grow. You need rest. Stop drinking these protein shake.
They don't work.
But I was gonna say that. Drinking them. No, I was gonna say. When I was talking to my brother, you tell me about protein. I said, "But don't take that stuff." You see, proper yard food, proper food. People take food for granted. Yes.
Food and rest. Do you know, I'm going to tell you lot a secret. Tell you lot the Joe secrets and to get wham, yeah? You lot ready?
So they take creatine. I heard the creatine.
Shit. All these protein things, your body produces it anyway. So your body only shits it out and pisses it out.
Piss it out. All them vitamins piss out. See things like Holland and Barrett's, they're like a fool's game.
Yeah, man. It's like, what? Watch this. Rice, pasta. Gary, the African Gary.
Have it in jail?
Gary, dumplings, boiled dumplings, fried dumplings, sweet potato, yam, hard food, Caribbean food, hard food. Yam, did I say pasta? Couscous, chicken.
And do you see all that kind of stuff you said as well?
Half of them things.
But you see all them stuff you said as well? To a gym person, like even myself, you told them, oh, that's not a complex carb. That's high in carbs. That's going to make me fat.
Noodles is important. Noodles. Noodles and tuna.
But all them things you just said, tuna, okay, noodles, but yam. You talk to a fitness person, oh, yam is not, but it's so high in carbs. It's going to make me fat. I won't stay cut. All that kind of stuff. But you look at a Joe's man body to some certain man's body, they're in shape.
Of course.
And the reason why, like you said, they're putting in the work.
And another thing, your body's your body.
Yeah. Yes, you know what works for you.
You can't be looking like my man.
Yeah.
Your body is built. I'm never gonna.
Genetics. You're right. Yeah.
And watch this.
You get what I'm trying to say?
You can't achieve.
You work with what you got, basically. You work with your canvas.
You can't achieve. You see all these people that are shredded and ripped. It's not possible.
To be big and shredded.
It's not possible.
No, it's not.
To be big and shredded. If someone's big and shredded, it's
on
steroids.
stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's fat strippers or whatever, which is fine. That's cool.
You got
fat burners,
horse growth hormones
all
and
of that shit. You're on fat burners, all that cool. But gel man get wham and healthy. We put in the work and we eat. Just eat, rest, and work. Just go to the gym. Stop slacking in the gym. You go into the gym for 40 minutes and you've done 15 sets. What the fuck was you doing in the gym? Oh, I went on this, I went on that, 5 and that, 5 and that, 5 and that. You've just gone and stretched. Come gym with me.
I think when you take somebody out of luxury and put them in trenches, then you really know what life is.
Do you know what I mean? I took him to the gym.
You really know.
I took him to the gym in jail.
Yeah.
Listen, I took him to the gym. After the third,
fainting and the feeling of fainting and vomiting and that. Yeah.
For life.
Check that. We was doing bench. Check him.
Catching it back in.
Boom, he's done the set now. Check him. He's disappeared 20 minutes. Where's that? I've gone and found him around the corner. Check him, 5 kg. Blood. No, man can't do all of that, blood. You're doing too much over there, blood. I'm blood. Look at me, blood. 5 kg. Nah, blood. Go over there, blood.
Nah, but I hear that though. But
don't get it twisted. When I was doing my job before, this time around, my mentality was different because I'm older. So before, it was what? I'm in jail.
Gym.
Hench.
Yeah.
Listen, I couldn't even lift the Olympic bar.
20 kg load,
Put something on top.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get there. I couldn't reach that yet.
That's
so
mad,
I had to go to the dumbbell, train on my own.
Oh, to do that, pressing that, Without the Olympic bar,
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But see, this time around, I weren't on it.
No, man, we're like, see, because if Jim's like, obviously, your canvas is your canvas, your canvas. And that's one thing
I would never push you to try and do what I'm doing.
Why his face is like,
I can train you though.
Yeah.
No matter what your weight is.
That person that you're talking about before, I never saw that person. So as far as he's concerned, he's chatting shit. Because I've always been slim. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He don't know me big. He never met me big. Met me, so my mentality...
I never said that. You put words in my mouth.
You was in the gym getting big.
Yeah.
I've been through it. I know what Yeah, whatever.
I hear that though. But one thing about Jim, we're gonna let off on this one, but one thing about Jim I've noticed as well, if you're doing that, don't make another man do it.
Oh yeah,
because I've done it. Well, I've seen vomit. I've seen stuff come out your body I've never seen before.
Yeah, that's
like sometimes you have to realize, like you said, you know your body best.
If you come to train with me, we're going to do the same exercise, but we're not going to do the same weight. Do you know what I'm saying? But we're going to do the same.
I think we
exercise.
need to do a session.
I
think we need to do something. I swear we need to do something serious, bruv.
All day we get it cracking, and we don't need a gym.
No, you don't.
We don't.
That's one thing.
I'll come do a session with me. Yeah, you don't need a gym.
Brother, right now,
I'll go in the park.
I can see things in here I can work out with.
Bro,
easily. I can do work out here.
You see in here, right now in here, yeah?
Without breaking anything, but I can see a workout here, yeah.
Right now in here, man could do a full-on 35-minute, 40-minute bad boy workout.
Easily.
Bad boy workout.
Easily.
Got this for the arms, biceps, triceps. You can do the different level press-ups on the
Easily.
thing. You can do the squat burpees, jump super burpees, all of them thing there.
And that's one thing as well, that COVID messed up people. And this is why Joe is priceless in a sense, and COVID's really his thing. One thing people don't understand. You see, when you're faced with adversity and you're faced with isolation, people get lost. People never, I can't go gym. I don't care. I'm putting weight after COVID. I'm going to lose it. Fuck that. You should find things in your home to keep yourself going.
Trust me.
The same way you made your home in Joe and you kept going, people can do it. We're human.
There's no choice.
See, Joe makes you realise about being strong-minded.
Yes.
And like Chinks Drug said, one of my favourite rappers, worked to Blue Shoes, my homeboy.
Rest in peace, Chinks, man.
That French Montana, all them man there. What Chinks Drug said, you got to stay down until you come up. And if you don't know what it's like to be down,
you never know what it's like to be up.
You're never gonna know when you're up.
Yeah, that's so true.
Trust me.
You're just gonna be blowing your peas on bullshit. But staying down, you realise, right, you know what? I used to be doing this, I used to be doing that. I had a little bit of money and I had this and I used to buy this and I used to buy. Yeah, the new Air Forces are out. There's gonna be another pair.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I think
you don't need those.
You gotta be broke to appreciate rich. That's what you got to do. You got to be broke to really appreciate what money is.
You see, as soon as I get money, because I got money, I never got money. I thought I got money, never got money. As soon as I have money, the world is going to know I have money because of where I've been.
You've seen, that's so true. Actually, you got to be down to be up.
You got to be down to be up. The world knows, the world's seeing me as I'm down. The world's happy to see me down. I was in all types of newspapers when I got put down. You know what I'm saying? Guardian, all that shit. Son. I was in newspapers. Crime Watch. I was on the world not to know that I'm down. 64 years for these gangsters. They're in jail now. I'm gonna tell you when I got 64 million for your pussy. You see it? Yeah, I'm gonna let the world know.
And let me advertise it the way I want.
And I'm gonna advertise it. I'm gonna advertise it on a billboard. I'm gonna screenshot my bank account app. Ching! Put that on a billboard. That's what I'm doing. With my face like next to...
Come on. I'm
gonna let them know.
In a car showroom, like.
Come on, the riches. And I just can't wait to take everybody with me and I can't wait to just show and prove.
No, for sure. But Jay, Ty, like, we appreciate this
every time.
a lot.
Yeah, and no, thank you for coming, boys, man.
Come on, it's respect.
Every time.
Blessings all the time. Because, like I said, the world needs this. Society needs this. Young black boys need this.
100%.
Badness is dead. 100%. I mean, badness is dead.
They drop you in Afghanistan, bro. You ain't gonna know
real badness.
Badness is dead.
You're gonna be hollering like these little 10-year-olds. Yo, how did you survive these bombs? Listen, what is in London? Is like Skiddy Ben said, you don't know about badness.
Don't know about badness. Don't really don't.
Yeah, I'm not on it.
And I'm not on it.
No. There's no badness.
And I'm not even
money. There's no badness here.
There's no badness, and like you said,
someone that's not badness.
It's not even London. Listen. If you're in this country,
it's not badness.
Land of opportunity.
You don't know about badness. And I'm talking, if you're born and raised in this country, you don't know about no badness. You see the man them that come over here from them countries, them war-torn countries. You see your brethren that's African that can just about speak English, but is good now. He's on badness. He's on badness.
So if you really want to do something, you can do it because you've seen it.
Yeah, you see the yard man that come over here and they grow up in the bushes and the jungle. They're on badness. Because you can't fathom what they're willing to go through like that.
Or willing to do
like that. You've got to think about what you might be willing to do. Them man have to be on it and with no questions.
Survival.
I was with the bad boys. I was with the real gang. I was with the gangsters of the fucking gangsters that nobody knows their names, but they pull out paperwork. And they pull out paperwork where it shows you they haven't even been to court, but they've been in jail for 20 years. They haven't even been to court. These have got their own secret airports in Britain. Paperwork. I know the bad boys of the bad boys of the bad boys of the bad boys.
I think in this country...
Nobody's bad. You don't stop your shit. Stop your shit.
No, it's true. I think in this country, the real badness is the people that got the proper money.
Yeah,
That's the badness.
Of course it is.
Because they can do anything with that money.
Listen, the bad boys are the ones that don't have to do anything. Yeah. If you're out there mashing work, activity, whatever, ops and that, mash work, plug, this, that, rub, this, you're a worker. You are a solid worker. You're working to give the government your blood, sweat, and tears. You're not working for anything. You can't tell me I don't work for the government. Watch this. We're ending on this. Sorry.
No. Yeah? I could be here for 4. No, come on, bro. This is.
I'm gonna prove to you lot now, and anybody that's watching this that knows people on the roadside or doing anything that they shouldn't be doing. Watch this. Tell them this. If you make any form of illegal money, you have to pay somebody, correct? Unless even fraud, it has to go somewhere, right? So let's say, for instance, you're on the roads. Say I'm a shutter. I'm a trapper. The trapper has to pay his plug, correct? The plug has to pay the plug, correct? The plug has to pay the plug, so on and so forth, until it gets to the plug of plugs, correct? Who do you think the plug of plug is? Let me break it down to you. So I don't know what you think, but your drugs didn't come from England. The little piece of weed might have that you grown in your bed, you grow, but your drugs, your hard food didn't come from England. It come through a port. It come from overseas, as we all know, right? For that shit to come through the port, what do we need? Signatures. We need signatures. We need the manager at the port or whatever at the port to sign. For that signature to go on that paperwork, that manager needs permission from his boss to say, yo, listen, we got some money underhand, big boys are shouting, So the manager of the port needs to know what's going on. Who do you think that manager answers to? Who runs the ports?
The plug, the main person that's bringing the drugs through.
And who's that? I can tell you who it is. You see, if you turn on the BBC One and you turn on Houses of Parliament.
Oh yeah, the government. Yeah, sure.
They run the ports. No, the ports can't open. Shut the ports down. Ports shut down. Open the ports. Ports have to run.
They bring through. They bring through what they want to bring through.
Do you think they don't know? Every single crate has to be signed for and looked. Every single crate has to be security checked just for terrorism factors. So you didn't tell me that you didn't know there's 100 tons of cocaine coming in.
And that one's got through.
And every single kilo got through. No, nobody knew. Oh, you didn't know that was happening 4 or 5 times a day in each port around the country. Of crack and heroin. You didn't know all of this. Like, you got thousands of tons of kilos coming through the ports every day in Britain. So, like I was saying.
That's true. Come on.
The plug of the plug of the plug of the plug, where you've been on the roads trapping in your cunt spot, sleeping in a trap house, trying to get these dirty gal and crackers to sell your food, and you're plugging it and shoving up your batty, swallowing it because the feds are about to pull you over, shanking up next man because you think they're trying to take your ends. You got to get more food, and then you got robbed, and then you got stabbed, you got shot at, and then you got to go through all of that shit. You got to go shopping. Your baby needs clothes. Your mum needs housing, paying rent. You need to pay your own rent. Your car just got licked. You got to go to the rental. You got to go through all of this shit. Guess where your money goes, bad boy?
Back to the government.
To the people that you're cussing and saying that they're trying to kill you, boy. So you're paying the people to kill you. Tell me I'm wrong, idiot. Because I was that idiot.
No. Trust. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right? And so it's the same shit. I get put on a jewelry shop, a big jewelry shop run. Boss man needs to get paid. Boss man needs to pay his connect that put him onto it. These people run us. They run the country. So why are we paying the people that already run the country to kill us? We're giving them the money we're killing ourselves for to pay for our family and whatever excuse we're giving her to kill us. The same guns I want to buy of you are the same guns you're going to go get and kill me of the money that I gave you to pay for those guns to come and kill me. But then you want me to come and give you money to pay for a gun, but I gave you the money already to pay for that gun 2 weeks ago. I just paid off a kilo of weed. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's that.
Never-ending circle.
It's a never-ending cycle. Forget me, I'm not in that no more. We're not in it. That's why I say the government have to pay me now. My bank statement have to say certain fund, charity,
Schemes,
whatever.
fundings,
Funding, Call the team. Funding's in, guys. Let's get in. Let's get to work. You see what I'm saying? We have to change the narrative, man.
That is what we all need. Narratives need to be changed. And we appreciate both of you guys once again for coming to tell your story.
Every time.
And hopefully people will take gems out of this.
So many.
100%.
And theoretically grow.
Oh, come on. I enjoyed this. Today, man. Growth is the key, man. Growth. What is it? Grow, work, grow, and glow.
It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Simple. Sure. And if you don't know how to do it, Ginger's here, man.
Jay, hi. Been a blessing.
My bro. Oh, listen, Kiefer. Listen, Kiefer. What you thought I wasn't gonna do, man? He thought I wasn't gonna do it.
He's gonna watch this, man.
Kiefer. I won't say the full government. My brother.
Yeah, man.
My day one. That's my brother. Listen, so many stories. Well, you already know the link up, but thank you, my bro. I appreciate it so much. You already know. Send my love to the family and everybody, man. We're linking up soon. Kiefer.
Bless up. Lovely. Hey, boy.
That was lit, bro.